and welcome back to 5-Day Workshop, Pushing Past Your Limits with Connie Anne. We are thrilled to have you back to day 4. I'm Charm Sagales, the online business manager of Connie Anne Consulting, and your host for this week. And for those who haven't watched the live broadcast, we have the replays and the recordings for the previous days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on the guide section and on the announcement section. Please check it out. You are in for another treat. This is absolutely my favorite lesson and has completely transformed my life. I'm so thrilled for you to be able to hear it today. Get a pen and a paper and get ready to take some notes. This is so good. And now, for those of you who just tuned in today for the very first time, again, the recordings are available in the guide section or at the announcement section. All right, without further ado, let me bring on the woman of the hour, Connie. Take the stage away. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you again for the amazing introduction. You always make me look so good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome day 4. So a recap on the rest of the week so far. Monday, we talked about goal setting and we talked about persistence versus procrastination. Tuesday, we went through attitude. What does attitude look like? And what does your mind look like in a picture? And then yesterday, we dug into fear versus faith. And how do you cross over to that place? And what kind of fear is good and makes you need to just dig in a little bit further and push through it, opposed to letting it go and looking at it from the other side. So today we are going to look into proper decision making. Charm, if I can have my slides up, please, I'll dig right in and we'll take care of that. When we are looking at making decisions, there are different places that we need to come at from that side of it. And I have a slide from none other than, and we haven't heard from him for a couple of days, Mr. Wait for it. Mr. Napoleon Hill. And here is an amazing quote from him. Analysis of several hundred people who accumulated fortunes well beyond the $1 million mark had one major habit in common: reaching a decision quickly and changing it slowly, if at all. And if you'll remember, and if you maybe don't know the backstory, I just want to remind you real quickly, Napoleon Hill was a out of work, starving writer, reporter, and he went in to talk to Andrew Carnegie, and Andrew Carnegie instead interviewed him for a job and asked him if he introduced him to 500 of the wealthiest people in the world, would he write a book on the laws of achievement? And that's where Think and Grow Rich came from. So this is from that book, Think and Grow Rich. Carla, how you doing? Glad you made it, girl. Everybody else, as you pop on here, please say hello, chime in. I asked a couple of you guys, where were you yesterday? I missed you. And you said, oh, I was on the thing. I was watching the video. But I won't know if you don't come in and say hi. Facebook doesn't let us know who's watching. They just know that somebody is watching. So please say hello. I want to say hello back. I appreciate it. All right. So the other side of this coin is that people who are not as successful are people who make up their mind slowly and change their mind quickly. And that is the difference between effective decision making and letting your habits and beliefs get in the way of those things that you really should be doing. So there's a method to that we need to take a good look at. Okay, so just keep in mind when you're making a decision, the best decision to make is the quick one. If you go away and you think about it, you could be sabotaging yourself. And so we're going to really go into that a lot today. A lot. And we got a lot to go through today, just like yesterday. So hopefully you've got a few pieces of paper there and a couple extra pens. We want to really be aware of who we talk to about our dreams and goals. Do you have friends and family that if you told them what you were doing, they would probably say negative things or talk you out of it, tell you you're silly? It's those people that we are afraid of what they will say and afraid of what they will think. Why are we telling them? Does that feel a little insane to you? It does a little bit to me. If you think they are going to poo-poo on your dreams and goals, should you really be telling them about your dreams and goals? Think about that for a second. Are we setting ourselves up to allow them to give us something to be worried about, to work on? Just keep it to yourself. Really, we don't have to tell everybody what's going on. We really don't. And those people who talk a lot and give us their opinion, and opinions are a dime a dozen, look at their results. The people that are giving you their opinion, where are they in their life? The external world of all of us is a reflection of our inside. How we feel about ourselves, our inner dialogue, what we feel like we're capable of, what we feel like we deserve is all reflected in our external world. If they are not doing, having, and being what you want, or at least on their way there, be careful. Be careful if they are not where you want to be. All right? Does that make sense? Be very careful. Faith and fear, we dug into this yesterday. They both demand that you believe in something you can't see. You can't see it. They both drive our decision making. They both drive our next steps. What will so-and-so think of me? Will I fail? Will this go wrong? And we start thinking about all of the things that can backfire and not show up the way we want them to. But in reality, when we are thinking about all of the ways that it can go wrong and all of the things that can possibly work against us, we are creating those events in our life through the law of attraction, through the law of cause and effect. And we do this all day long. What should I make for supper? You go to a restaurant with a couple of other people and you guys stand there, if you don't have a hostess seating you, and say, should we sit over here? Should we sit over here? Just make a decision based on faith, based on the belief that you can make a good decision all on your own. You don't need somebody's opinion. I see it all day long on social media. Should I cut my hair? You don't need the opinion of total strangers. You really don't. The answers are in you. Every question that you will ever come up with for your life is inside of you. When my clients come to me, they message me throughout the week and they're like asking a question about something. I ask them, what do you think I'm going to tell you to do? And almost every single time, they tell me the right answer. They know the answer. You know the answer. You have to trust your intuition. And we're going to work on that yet tomorrow a little bit. But I'm also going to give you guys a quick little meditation today that you can use to get into that place where you can tap into your inner voice. So we're going to dig into that as well. When you decide not to do something, oops, I went too far. When you decide not to do something, that too is a decision. Why did you say not today? Not now? What did you decide to say not now to? Indecision is a decision. It's the decision to procrastinate. How many times a day do you decide to procrastinate? I'll think about it later. I'll do that later. And a good way to know if you procrastinate a lot is look at the things around you. How many unfinished projects are physically in your home right now, on your desk? A puzzle, something you're knitting, a project you're doing. Are you halfway through cleaning a closet? Deanna, calling you out. What are you in the middle of that you got to finish? And start to finish them. Stop procrastinating, stop deferring. And this is with your goals as well. Don't wait till tomorrow. Because here's the thing I want to show you. Bob Proctor uses this, oops, and it's so strong and powerful. Hourglass. Oh, I want to hold it up. There we go. We don't know what is here. We know what's here. We know what's gone past. We don't know this. So we're going to cover this up. This is all that we have to deal with right here. We don't know about this. We don't know what tomorrow brings. In the last few years, I've lost a lot of people I love. I wished I had more time. And the fact of the matter is we don't know how much time. You can't do it. You got to do it today. What are you saying not now to? Tomorrow's not guaranteed for any of us. None of us. Joyce, girl, we got to talk. We got to talk to you about that. I'm going to talk that procrastination right out of you. I'm on to you. All right. I love that you guys are on this. You're figuring it out and you're being deep and honest with yourselves and you are sharing with us because that's what this group is all about. It's a safe space for us to all talk about all of that stuff. When you decide not now, check in with yourself and ask yourself, why did you say not now? Before I was just asking you, what did you say not now to? But now I'm asking you, why did you say not now? Is it in the faith that the thing that you're saying not now to does not work for you? It is not going to take you where you need to go? Or are you saying not now because you're scared, because you're fearful, because you're worried about what other people are going to think, or if you're going to mess it up, if it's not going to go right? When we fail forward. Way back on Monday, I posted, I think it was Monday, a Wayne Gretzky quote. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't try, how will you know? So when you're saying not no, stop yourself. Do the exercise that I talked to you about when we talked about attitude on Tuesday. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I thinking about how it will go wrong? Or am I thinking about how my life will look when I do this and I don't like what that picture looks like? And that's why I'm saying no. Make sense? All right. I know I'm asking you guys a lot because there's a lot of stuff in there. All righty. Begin to trust your intuition. When you're driving your car or you're walking down the street and something says, turn here, go into this store, even if it's not where you're going, even if it's not the purpose for when you left home, do it. Because you are listening to your intuition and maybe it will save you from being stuck in traffic. Maybe there was something that was about to happen right in front of you and you just got diverted from it. But the more you listen to your intuition, the more you will hear your intuition. The more you will be guided by it automatically. It will become a habit, that voice inside. And how do you know that voice inside? Because you will know it like you will know it if a telemarketer is calling you or your best friend is calling you. Like that. It will become your best friend. And your confidence will grow. Your intuition will never drive you off a cliff. It will always serve you. If the voice inside is telling you to do something and you know it's going to cause harm to yourself or another person, that's not your intuition. You took too long to make that decision. You took more than 30 or 60 seconds to make that decision and your beliefs and habits kicked in. Make a definite decision based on faith. Think, how can this go right? What can you do? How can you have a better outcome? How can you get to the next level in your business? When you have people asking you and inviting you to make a decision and all of these things, and all you keep saying is, I can't because, and I don't want to because, or yeah, but. If you're yeah, butting, catch yourself. Because you are making excuses why all of these lovely ideas that this person is trying to brainstorm with you are not going to work. Instead of using your higher faculties and taking a look at maybe the other side of it, and maybe there's merit to what they're saying. But also, of course, consider their results in their life. We got to go back to that. There's a lot of moving parts here, but always think of how this can go right and what you can do to get better results. Decision is the beginning of creation. Nothing happens until somebody makes a decision. Supper will not be made until you decide to make supper. You will not get 20 clients until you decide you're going to make 20 clients. Your annual income will not become your monthly income until you decide that you're going to do it. Make a decision based on faith. If you are going to go and think about it, your old habits will kick in. Your beliefs will kick in of what you deserve and what you're capable of doing. And you will probably not do it. You'll go back to safety, comfort zone, or as we called it yesterday, bondage. When in your past have you done this? When in the past have you come up against a decision that was hard to make and you ran back to safety? When you ran back to bondage? Is that what you did? Or did you rear down and dig your feet in the ground and push forward through that wall? What did you do? How many times did you do it? How many times did you push through that wall and keep going? What did you do? When did you do it? I want you to get uncomfortable. Just for a few seconds, write down the last time you made a decision based on faith. I'll wait for you. Go ahead. Did you get one? Perfect. Okay. If you want to share it, you can. Carla, I just saw your note that says no peeking. I'm curious what that means. We're going to have to talk to, I'm going to talk to a few of you guys. All right, I'm going to read you guys an article. It is actually called Get Uncomfortable. And it's from this book, U Squared by Price Pritchard. It is a little book. It's skinny. Each chapter is like a page. And the page I'm going to read from you guys today is called Get Uncomfortable. Quantum leaps jerk you out of your comfort zone. Prepare yourself for a pretty wild ride. We are going to cover some unfamiliar terrain and encounter obstacles you have never faced before. It can feel like the safety chain linking you to your old behavior patterns that worked in the past are being stretched to their limit. At times, you may wonder if the situation is about to spin out of control. Uneasiness is predictable. The normal reaction is to want to hold on tightly, but you're going to have to learn to let go. Squaring yourself is achieved through release. We talked about that yesterday a little bit, right? Just release and allow. So turn loose if you want to jump. Don't be surprised if you grow uneasy. That's predictable. It's part of the process. When you take the quantum leap, you ride the situation, but you don't really control it all that much. In fact, the only way you control it is by knowing where you're going, continuing the pursuit, and learning from your mistakes. All of the things we've been talking about this week. Quantum leap is an act of faith, exhilarating and possibly scary all at the same time. That wall. If you are experiencing no anxiety and no discomfort, the risk you're taking probably isn't worthy of you. So then you have to go back and you have to reassess your goal. If your goal doesn't scare you and thrill you at the same time, you need to stretch yourself, go a little bit further. Courage is not the absence of fear or anxiety. It is proceeding in spite of those feelings. And again, checking where that fear and anxiety is coming from. Make sure it's coming from the right place. And then press on. Press on and keep going. All of you guys want more, right? All of you want more. That's why you're here. You want to learn how to get to the next level of awesome. You want to go to that different level in your business, in your personal life, in your relationship, whatever it is you're looking for, all of those goals you guys have been sharing with us. Every single one of you want to do something more than you're doing right now in some quadrant of your life. You know you are meant for more. You know you are meant for more. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be checking in. We've gone through a lot of information just to understand that you must make decisions based on faith. What's happening? Faith, the faith that you can do anything you put your mind to. The faith that that thing that you're going after is there. Faith that when you're driving down a country road and your headlights only go so far, that the road is still there in front of you. That kind of faith is the faith we're talking about. And belief. Make decisions based on belief. The belief that you can do it, that you deserve it, that you're going to do it, and that you are not going to let anybody else's opinion, anybody else's ideas, and your current circumstances stand in your way. And the understanding. The understanding that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time at every moment. And every slip back that you have is setting you up to move forward. You gotta understand all of those things and everything I'm teaching you this week. Please go back and rewatch these videos over and over again. They're coming down next Wednesday. Every one of them, we're not saving them. So don't ask me to send you an email of it because it's not gonna happen. So dig in, understand everything and form the belief and the habits that you have to form to get to where you wanna go. Are you ready for the next level of awesome? Are you ready? Sorry, technical difficulties. Promise yourself that your next decisions moving forward are going to be made with the best possible you. If you're going to be in your head, make it a beautiful, glorious head. Make it a place where you're good to yourself. Are you ready? Do you want to go there right now? Heck yeah, come on. Say heck yeah if you are ready to go there right now. All right, let's do this. If you are in a place where you can, close your eyes. Please, if you're driving, don't do this. Close your eyes. Are they closed? I can't see your lovely faces, so I'm going to assume they are. All right, keep them closed. And breathe in for 3 seconds. Inhale 3 seconds if you can. Hold it for 3 seconds. Let it out for 3 seconds. 2 more times. One more. Okay, stay there. Keep your eyes closed. That dream, that goal, that house, the car, the holiday, whatever it is that you wrote out on Monday when we were talking about your goal, go there in your mind. Go there in your memory. Go there in your imagination. Stand there, look around, feel what it feels like, see what it looks like. Feel how it feels to be there, that you've got that you've achieved it. As you are walking around or laying on the beach or whatever you're doing right now, find a reflective surface. Maybe it's in the margarita glass you're holding. Maybe it's in the rearview mirror of your sports car. Maybe it's the shiny new fridge in your new kitchen. Look at yourself, see yourself, smile. You did it, you made it, you're here. How does that feel? Look at you. Notice things about yourself. How old are you? You probably look fantastic, right? Tell yourself, talk to yourself, I am beautiful, or I am handsome. I am brilliant. I am deserving. I deserve this. I have faith in me. Take a deep breath. Say thank you. Open your eyes and come back to me. How was that? Felt probably pretty good, huh? Now you have what Carla shared with us the other day, a future memory. You just visited yourself in the future. How was that? What I just shared with you, this place that you just went, when you go there with those 3 breaths and you relax, if you have a question about your business, what's the next step you need to take? Who is the next person you have to call? Do I want to do this or that? Whatever decision comes, listen to the answer after you've done that relaxation. Just 3 short breaths for 3 seconds and listen for the answer. That very first answer you get is your answer. Anything past that is your beliefs and habits kicking in and sabotaging you. Doubt and fear and worry will come in. That is how you tap into your imagination and your intuition. All right. Good job, everyone. Good job. You did it. When you make your next decisions, every decision for the rest of your life, please make it with the very best version of you. Please do yourself that favor. I've shared with you guys this week how to manifest your dreams. Really at the root of it. And you have to get emotional. Saw that from me yesterday. I make no apologies. I am who I am. Get emotional. You aren't used to believing yourself 100%, trusting yourself, not caring what other people think of you. And I don't mean that you can be mean to them, of course, because none of us in here are even like that, or else we wouldn't be here. But on a level of what you're going after in your dreams, please get emotional. Believe in yourself so much that it scares you and excites you so much that it leaks out of your eyeballs. See it as possible. Visualize more and more, just like we just did, and turn your dream into a desire. When your dream becomes a desire, it becomes a goal. And now you have a goal. It can become your reality. You have to see it as possible. Believe in the impossible. Expect the unexpected. Feel what it feels like to have all of your dreams come true. Everything you've ever wanted. Go back to comfort. How many of you want to do that now that you know everything that you know? It's not comfort, right? I think we renamed it. We renamed it bondage. Is it really comfort? No. No, I like bondage better. On that piece of paper in front of you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong right now is your burning desire to achieve the goal that you are going after that you wrote out at the beginning of this week? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being meh, 10 being, oh yeah, I'm doing it. Post your answer. Let me see your answers. You got to trust yourself. You are right here, right now, because you desire more. You believe you should have more. If you want help and support, a roadmap, I can help you. Carla, 9. Yes, you go, girl. Who else? How's this week been for you guys? So far, so good? Rosa, Takasa, nice. Very good. Very good. I'm excited for y'all. It's going to be so good. So good. I've laid out a path for you for success this week. The success that I've had. No, I'm not crying. I have allergies. I have had the successes with me and my clients, and I've laid it all out for you guys this week right here in this workshop for free. If you do the things that we went through this week, and we are going to continue going through, we still have 2 more days, tomorrow and Saturday, so don't go away. We ain't done yet. There's still lots ahead. If you do the things that I've suggested, you're going to have phenomenal results starting right here, right now. Just keep after the things that we were talking about. Some key things, I'm just going to back up a little bit this week that happened all week. We have talked about, and I have encouraged you to look at your goals, to take immediate action starting on Monday, to show up here every day. And if you can't be live, watch the replays. We've had homework every day to get you thinking, really thinking. Please let us know if you have done your homework every day or how many days you've done your homework. If you haven't been letting us know, because you got to go in the draw for the mug. So let us know. Have you been doing your homework? Have you been watching the replays and taking notes as you go? A lot of you have been reaching out and asking some really amazing questions. So I know some of you guys are really engaged in this. So please let us know how you're doing. I'm not doing this for the health of me. I'm doing this to help you guys out. So please let me help you. I know there are several of you who right now know that you're going to move forward beyond this workshop and work with me a little bit more. And you've taken charge of your life. And I'm really excited about that. And I want to work with you guys on that gap between what you know you're doing, you know how to do, and what you're actually doing. That space between the activity you're doing and the activity you need to be doing. That's where the magic is. You've got to close that gap. I want to talk to you guys about that gap. I want to help you through that gap, because that is really what's stopping you. I am not teaching you guys anything you don't already know. You know how to think. You know how to make decisions. You know all of that stuff. I'm not teaching you anything new. I'm just telling you, you got to do them properly and in a better way and start thinking for yourself. The program that I take my clients through, for those of you that are curious, is called Thinking into Results. And it is a program of achievement by Mr. Bob Proctor himself. He developed this program. He's been studying it his whole life. He has been studying Think and Grow Rich. He studied under Earl Nightingale. He developed the program through his entire lifetime, over 60 years of studying. So from Napoleon Hill to Earl Nightingale to Bob Proctor to me, now to you. How exciting is that? I am actually honored. I feel honored that I get to carry this forward and to bring it to more people like you guys here this week, that I get to share this with you guys here in this workshop. So exciting. But that is the lineage and the level of training. I didn't fall out of bed and bump my head and come up with this information. It's tried and true practices of literally over 200 years since Napoleon Hill started writing his book. I'm here to support you through the realization, to give you the tools that you need to never ever be stuck, struggle, live in fear or stress ever again. Wouldn't you love to never have to deal with that? How freeing is it? For those of you that maybe didn't watch Monday's training, I used to be stuck in anxiety and fear. I used to have 10 plus anxiety attacks a day. I got myself out of it through the things that I'm talking to you guys about today. You can choose, when you're feeling stress and anxiety, to start thinking about all the things, and even with a pen and paper, writing down the things that you are excited about that are good in your life. Even if you can only think of the roof over your head and the half carton of milk in your fridge and the one apple sitting on your counter. Feel gratitude for it. Feel happy, feel excited. It will turn your life around. Never live in fear and stress again. And I can teach you the tools, and it's a big process. I want you to have the freedom that you are looking for. I want you to have the freedom that you are seeking. I truly, truly do. Because what it did for me, your relationships will strengthen. Your beliefs will deepen, belief in yourself. Your confidence will grow. What happens if the next person who passes judgment on you that is not correct and that is holding you back, you say, no, I am doing this. I am running a multi-million-dollar business, and I'm going to go do this. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. I love you, and I want to be your friend, but you got to let me do this. Because I'm doing this for me, not for you. How freeing is that? I would love for you guys to all say that, even in the mirror to yourself. Start there. Be your own best friend. Discover and really hone in on your burning desire goals. I dig into that really fast the first days with my clients. The first 2 weeks, that's all we do. We get that goal that you guys are talking about, and we hone in on it. We hone in. We get zeroed in. You will write it out so precisely and so clearly that if you gave it to me, I would see the exact picture that's in your mind, and I would get goosebumps with you. That's how clear I want you to have your goal. That's how clear. I want to help you with that. Understand and dispel self-sabotaging ways. Understand and implement right thinking. And we've talked about that a lot this week. How to accept only the ideas and information that support where you are headed. Stop holding yourself back. Don't look at your results and make them cause your thinking. Start with your thinking. What would you love? Go to that future memory we just built. What would you love? We're going to write out the script of your life, a movie with you as the supporting or you as the star, not the supporting actor. How many of you guys are supporting actors in your own movie right now? I think most of us women have been there. We need to cut that out. And it's not being selfish. It's honoring your journey. How would you like to be the star in your own movie? How would that feel? The program, like I said, is deeply rooted in over 200 years of teachings of successful individuals, from Napoleon Hill to Earl Nightingale to Bob Proctor. 200 years of tried and true practices. This stuff works. It has made billionaires out of millionaires. It has had made doctors and lawyers go to the next level of awesome in their business. It has taken people like me stuck in anxiety and fear to a place that I never imagined I would go. In 6 months from now, Bob told me, and it was true, and I have to pass it on. 6 months from now, you could very well need a telescope to look back and see where you are right now. You could be that far ahead of it right now where you are. If you're done with struggle, done with frustration, then please consider my invitation, an invitation to work with me for the next 6 months. And I want you to know straight up that it's me. When you enroll in my program, you're getting me. No stranger that you've never seen before is going to show up on the screen and you'll be like, where's Connie? It's me. It's you and me. Everybody that comes along for the ride, pardon me, from this group, we're all going to launch into it together next Friday. And we're going to walk through this together, me and you. Every 2 weeks, we're going to get together and talk about the lessons. On the alternate weeks, we're going to do a Q&A. And we're just going to have a free-for-all conversation about the lessons, any place you're stuck in it, any concerns that are coming up, and we'll walk through it together. You will have access to me through a walkie-talkie app. You can ask me any questions that you want, anytime. It's on my phone. I have